Do you want a guy to pay for the first date?
No.
You wanted the guy to pay for the first date?
Yes.
You wanted the guy to pay for the...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just to be clear, you want a guy to be traditional and do all this stuff, but why won't you be traditional yourselves?
It doesn't have to be traditional in all aspects.
So just the aspects... I see. Just the aspects that benefit you.
He's got a point.
No. I mean... if my partner wants me to take his last name, sure. If it's really significant to him and it like means the world to him, absolutely. I'm not going to fight against it.
You just said if it was like a bad last name.
If it was a bad last name, I would be like,
no.
okay, maybe I don't want your last name, but I love you. Let's get married.
Oh, so you want to get married too?
Maybe.
You want to get married? You want to get married?
Potentially.
How much
I
should
don't
the guy
know.
spend on a ring?
I don't give a fuck.
I don't really care.
Ring pop, baby.
So okay, he buys you an Amazon cubic zirconia wedding ring. You're fine with it?
If the proposal was
A ring
meaningful,
pop? You get your ring pop?
sure.
Ring pop?
Sure.
Yeah.
My mom's wedding ring broke. My dad got her a cheap wedding ring, and it literally broke. She hasn't had a wedding ring since they've been married for 20 years. He's never replaced it. Her wedding ring literally broke.
Should have got her an all-American
That's cool.
steel band.
But so
$20, never break.
I want a secure ring. I want a ring that stays together.
In what ways do you have to be traditional?
Do I personally?
Yeah. Like what ways are you traditional?
I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm very traditional.
But you want a guy to pay for the first date?
Yes. Because I feel like paying for the first date, you're paying for my time. Like I feel I'm valuable as a woman, and you're paying for your
So you're a
time to be with
prostitute.
me. No, not a prostitute.
So wait, why?
I'm giving you my
So his-
energy. I'm giving you.
Yeah, so is he.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
But
so
I
you guys should go
prefer-
50-50 then.
No.
The same exact amount of time that you spend on the date, he spends on the date too. So
Well,
You're
he's trying
saying-
to court me. I'm the woman. I'm going to be providing for the home essentially. If you're talking about traditional women,
really, on the first date, what are you doing on the first date?
no, I'm not saying on the first date.
Okay.
But if that's the plan, if we're planning to get married, I as the woman am adding value as a woman, right? To the household. So initially, like, you're courting me. Like, I'm traditional in that sense then.
What sense?
In the sense that I want to be courted.
You're traditional in the sense that you want the benefits of courtship. I am traditional
I'm also
in the
not
sense
I'm
that
not against 50-50
you're
either.
right. I'm a fuck boy. I'm traditional in the sense that I want a virgin woman, but I won't pay for first dates, and I'm not going to protect you. I won't take the bullet for you. I won't provide. I won't protect. I'm also like super feminine. I'm not masculine. Like all these things. I'm
Totally reasonable.
totally. Is that a fair proposition?
No, you have to
Not
be
at
on the
all.
same caliber as me. You have to be also adding value
You won't
to my
take
life.
a guy's last name.
I would. I never said I wouldn't. I
you
said
did
sure.
say you wouldn't. You did say you wouldn't.
If I didn't like it, we can have that conversation. We could
Yeah.
be
Why does that matter?
because
like,
maybe I
wouldn't-
just don't want the ugly last name.
Yeah, but what? Okay, wouldn't the sheer tradition of a woman taking a man's last name trump your superficial desire to have a cool last name?
No, we can discuss that. If
What's
you're a
there to
traditional,
discuss? Okay, we can discuss me paying for you on the first date.
Okay, we
Let's
can. We
discuss it.
absolutely can.
Let's have a discussion.
Sure.
I want to negotiate this. I want to negotiate our gender roles. Okay. I'm not going to pay on the first date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
We
Is
probably
that a
won't go on
hard?
a
Is
date.
that a hard no?
We probably wouldn't go on a date.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It would be a hard no if you wouldn't pay for the date, right?
I mean, I think it depends. If I really liked you, if we got time to know each other, I'm gonna say yes. We
I
have to get
assume
to know
if-
What do you
each
think the
other a
best
little
place
bit.
is to get to know each other?
Well, in modern dating, we're usually, I don't know, maybe it's an Instagram DM, maybe I don't know, Tinder.
Well, don't you usually get to know each other, like on a date?
Yes.
Yeah, like getting coffee
Yeah,
together.
I
Sure.
think you should run errands together and build an IKEA furniture. And
That's
then
cute too.
you know.
That's so. I love that. I would go
on
on
a
for that
road
with
trip.
a guy.
It didn't work out.
Oh, a road trip.
Look, I
nice
guess
furniture.
where
Sounds
I'm
like a date. Those all sound like dates, though. Who's paying for the IKEA furniture?
We'll
Are
just
you
steal
gonna pay
it.
for the IKEA furniture?
Putting the IKEA
That was actually a great example of a first date. He took me on the date. He went with me. He built the furniture. I paid for the furniture. He showed me he liked me. He did it. I paid for it. No money
Some
spent
guy
by
came over and
him.
put your furniture together?
What?
Some guy came over and put your
Can you get the
furniture
Val
together
video?
for you?
He sure did.
It's a 100%
Hang on,
requirement
hang on.
for me.
Did he get some?
Eventually, yeah. Like he was
eventually.
my boyfriend for a while.
Oh, but he had to wait. So he came over, he did the handyman stuff, and then left.
That's a hard, like, passive.
It was a fun date. We like got to know each other. Yeah, I mean, it's not so black and white as he built my furniture, I have sex with him. No, like we got to know each other.
That's
we hung
cool.
out.
So that's cool. Cool story, bro. So going back to you were mentioning the courtship stuff. And perhaps all of you, the other of you who said men should pay for first dates. How about this? Like, if we're talking about should claims, right? If we're talking about what men should do, what women should do, men should pay for first dates. Fair?
I think so.
Men should pay for first dates. Men should pay for first dates. What about this should? Women should be virgins. Fair?
No.
No? Not
Women
fair?
should be virgins?
Women should be virgins.
No.
No? Is that fair?
Are you saying like wait till marriage? Is that your stance?
I'm just throwing out a should statement.
So you're
Should
saying
women be
theoretically
virgins?
women should wait till marriage.
Yeah.
Is that your stance?
Yeah.
Sometimes the tables don't turn that way. Like
How about this? A woman should be submissive to her husband.
What does that entail? What do you mean by that?
Oh, I don't know. You're the traditionalist here, shouldn't you know?
I'm not like a hardcore traditionalist. That's why I
Why? Since when is being submissive hardcore? That's like bare minimum.
Submissive in what ways
what
are
do
you describing?
define submissive?
How do I define submissive?
How do you define submissive?
I mean, there's different definitions. I mean, the perhaps more milquetoast definition would be willful cooperation and letting the man lead.
Yes.
There's this quote that I've always heard, where my mom used to say to me, "Men are the head, women are the neck." Yeah, men can think they're in control, but the guy with the head, the woman can be like over there, over there, over there. The head can't do shit without the neck. But you let them feel like they're in charge, sure, but you're the neck.
Yeah, no. I'm in charge.
Where's your neck?
Brian's in charge, guys.
Okay, say it's that way, right? But let's say it's not so black and white.
How
What
about
if it's
this? Deferring to his leadership.
Okay, sure, it's like attractive.
That would be
yeah.
submissive.
Okay,
It's-
sure.
Okay, sure. Would you? I'm just
I
curious.
feel like it's like-
if
I
you
was
want a guy.
making
You
an
want a guy to
example.
like do courtship. If he said, "Okay, sure, I'll do courtship,"
Okay,
roll
yeah.
his eyes as he did it.
Whatever, I guess, yeah, like, okay.
Bro, y'all
So,
like
okay, if
y'all,
we're
y'all
defining-
are like men have to do courtship. Oh, the men have to really. And would you like be like the guy's like, oh, fuck. I guess I'll do courtship. No,
I feel
the
like if
man
I
should
really-
be
you know what?
enthusiastic about his rules. You got to be
If
enthusiastic
a
about
man
yours.
I
created a
agree with
safe
that.
enough,
Agree.
if a man created a safe enough space for a woman to be submissive, then so be it.
I agree.
Women
So
are not
conditional-
submissive in uncomfortable,
conditional-
unsafe situations.
So it's just conditional.
Okay,
Yeah, no, why?
If
If a man is
safe
creating an
enough space
unsafe
for you to
environment,
be
why would the woman be submissive?
then you'll
Okay.
be submissive.
Exactly.
I got this. So hold on. In the current dating landscape, I as a guy acknowledge that there are women who will use me for dates, who want to do a foodie call. They've actually done studies on this. Something like, I don't know if it's 1 in 3 or 2 in 3 women
I've
have
heard of that, yeah.
have
I've
agreed.
done that
Like you
I
don't
was teenager.
actually like. You've done a foodie call where you were maybe just bored and you're like, I guess I'll go on the date, but I'm really not that interested. But if he's like really impressive, cool. You'll go on the date just for like the fuck of it, right? So wouldn't that be if the guy's like, oh, okay, I'm only going to go 50-50 with girls because like a lot of women move this way. They're just trying to like get a free experience, free meal, whatever. I'm going to wait to pay for first dates.
How about this? If a man goes 50-50 with me, that's not like, why would I be like completely submissive to a man that goes 50-50? Obviously he can't like handle it. You know what I mean?
That's
I like
actually
that.
so
Yeah, like I'm not going to be submissive to a guy that goes 50-50. Like that's an unsafe
Okay.
environment for me theoretically.
Well, then the guy should not pay for a first date with a woman who is not submissive. You're saying if I feel safe to be submissive, if I feel safe to be a provider, given the current dating
yeah,
landscape.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Oh, but you won't
It
even
goes
give
both
me.
ways.
You won't even give the 50-50 guy a chance. So why should the traditional guy give you a chance, and he's got to wait around for you to be safe and feel comfortable to be submissive?
Because that's like his one job. Like whatever. If we're gonna talk
Your
about
one job's to be submissive.
okay,
then.
sure.
No,
whatever.
but you're sure, I'll be no.
Only if
you
he's
need to be
like-
like,
the thing is-
fuck yeah, I'll be
it's about
submissive.
But there's two different
though.
types of like let's talk about like the domination, whatever. There's two different types.
I'm not talking about BDSM.
That's not what I'm talking about either. That's the counter word to the word you're saying. Why is it a problem when I say domination when you say submissive? We're talking about in like a social aspect,
No, but
not
you
like
are
sexual.
hold on.
Yeah,
You're
just
saying
dominant-
you're saying
dominant in
the
general.
inverse.
What's the other word? What's the inverse word to submissive? Why is it bad when I say it?
Dominance.
Sorry.
No, it would essentially.
But that's like a minor detail.
Okay,
What I'm
I'll
trying
move
to
it on
say
then.
is
Go
why. Yeah, sure. I guess if you're in a, okay, like let's say you're in a safe enough like relationship where like you feel taken care of and you feel smart and you feel like, okay, if you give your submissiveness, is he going to throw that in your face and make you feel bad about yourself or unsafe? No, he's strong enough to where you don't feel bad about yourself. You can fail and succeed in front of him and he won't judge you and maybe like et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, women are submissive to men in the house. And I don't want to sound stupid, but like to a certain extent, like, yeah, taking his last name is hot. Okay, sure.
It is.
But like,
submission with condition is not submission. It's condition.
well, okay, so I've asked you before, how would you define a woman being submissive in the
You
house?
do what you're told. That's submissive.
Even if you don't feel comfortable with it at all.
Would you ask your
I mean,
wife
it
to
has
kill
comport
someone
with
for you?
reason. So, like, if a guy were to say, "Oh, I don't know," like, "Oh, jump off that bridge," right? That would not comport with reason. But as long as what he's saying comports with reason, then yeah, if you're in a relationship with a man, it would be my worldview at least that yeah, submission means you do what you're told.
Can you
correct.
give like an example of like doing what you're told? Like-
Whatever I tell you to do, you do it.
Okay, I mean, I guess
That's what
like,
it means.
I guess maybe I'm wrong here, but isn't like a marriage?
I don't know. Here, let
isn't
me
it
give
more
you,
like
let
a?
me give you an
I was
example. I'll just give you an
speaking, sir.
example, right? So,
I was-
see the cup in front of you right now? To the gallon red shirt. To answer your question, what does that mean? You see the cup in front of you?
yeah.
Okay, pick it up real quick.
You don't make me feel safe. You're not my man.
No,
That's a perfect example of that. You are not my
I'm just
man.
going to give you a demonstration of what I'm talking about. It's not a gotcha. Literally, it's not. I was going to make a half full. Never mind. I was going to make an analogy, but I guess you want to be a smart aleck about it. I guess you can.
Okay, you want me to pick up the cup? What is that?
Yeah, pick up the cup.
What does this do for
Yeah,
you?
like that. That's how you submit. Like that.
That's such a stupid analogy. I can't even like.
Isn't a marriage more like you're both a team, right?